Big brother's little brother.
Brother's little brother, big brother's little brother.
Big brother's little brother. Big brother's little brother.
BBUK.
Big brother's little brother, isn't it?
They want it tonight. They're ready for it. That is right, people. It's 5:59 and it's day 48 and we have reached the BBLB halfway mark of the series. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Joining me tonight is a woman who never does things by half. She's the full package. It's Zoe Salmon, everybody. Look at that hair. Look at the new Shakira hair. It's amazing. Plus, batten down the hatches, a Special Forces expert, Mike Hawke, will be giving us his survival advice for the new BB recruits. Oh, he's a fierce man. Check him out. And author Grace Dent counts down her top 5 favourite moments of the series so far. Don't get your hopes up too much, Rodrigo. But before any of that, it's time to catch up on all the latest goings-on in the house. This is an extra exclusive BBLB News 25.
BBLB News 25, 24-hour news and then some.
Wow, there is so much meat on the bones of today's news. Let's dive in straight to the big stories. First up, the secret mission got slightly out of hand yesterday. B's refusal to trick Halfwit into talking nominations riled Carly's Kenny, and at 12:02 p.m. things started to escalate.
If you're worried about going up for eviction...
No. I've been given something to do, so I've done it. As in, it's got me this far in my life. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not...
Okay.
As in, I don't have a problem with it. It's just that when I have a job to do, I try to do my best. But as in, it's the group dynamic now. What?
I'm doing what to your
You
head?
just annoyed me.
Oh, dear. Sorry.
No, what do you have to say? It sounds like you got something to say, so say it.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Really?
Absolutely nothing to say to you.
There's a little lady on the floor there. She's going to hate him. She's going to hate him. Find out more about B and Kenny's clash when we speak to Carly in just a moment. Next up, the Kenny and B argument later made the natives aware of the secret mission. This, in turn, forced Big Brother to bring forward the nominations reveal, which happened at 11:11 last night. Take a little look at this.
The new housemates were given a secret mission to ensure that Halfwit and Noreen were nominated for eviction. They have failed their secret mission, and as a result, B, David, Hera, Kenneth, and Tom all face eviction this week.
It was awful.
Furthermore, the following housemates showed a blatant disregard for the rules regarding nominations. These housemates are Charlie, Dogface, Halfwit, Marcus, Noreen, and Siavash.
The poor girl down in front who's going to do Kenny, she's gone to pieces. Look at her, she's crying her eyes out. Now, as Siavash, Halfwit, Marcus and Noreen and Dogface choose to openly discuss who they would nominate, and Charlie later discuss his reasons for nominating, they're all up for the public vote with the newbies. This leaves only Lisa and Rodrigo free from Friday's eviction. And finally, housemates woke at 10:15 today to find the apparatus to a task, a blatantly Greek task. Now, you maybe think the Greek flag, the Greek kebab van, the Greek statues might have given all the cultured contestants a heads up. Of course not.
Oh, don't look at that, look!
Is that a proper kebab?
I don't know, but it looks frozen to me, doesn't it?
I'll look.
Don't look at that, B!
What? It's Finland!
It's Finland!
No, it's not. It's doner kebab. It's not Finland, is it?
It's
Greece. Yeah, it's Greece. It's Greece.
It's from Finland. What, the famous doner kebab from Finland? Jeezy Peeps. What's next? We've had Carly thinking the Nazis colonised Britain, Dogface thinking carrots grew on trees. Thank God for half. At least he's got half a brain. That's it for BBLB News 25.
BBLB News 25, 24-hour news and then some.
So, everyone bar Lisa and Rodrigo will be facing the public vote this week. Who goes? Yes, exactly. Call 090 16 16 16. To evict B, add 17. To evict Charlie, add 04. To evict David, add 18. To evict Dogface, add 15. To evict Halfwit, add 05. To evict Hera, add 19. To evict Kenneth, add 20. To evict Marcus, add 09. To evict Noreen, add 10. To evict Siavash, add 13. To evict Tom, add 21. Calls cost 35p from a BT landline. Other networks may vary. Mobiles will cost considerably more. Details and terms at channel4.com/Big Brother. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. So there are 11 housemates up for eviction this week, and the new housemates have created a lot of tension, not least international playboy Kenneth. But what does his girlfriend Carly make of it all? Hello, Carly. Hello, Carly. How you doing, darling?
I'm all right. I'm good.
You just come from the dance studio.
I've been, it was my zoo shoot today. So
Oh, very good.
I had a shoot with zoo and it'll be out on Tuesday, so I'm
We'll
really
all be down there
excited.
buying that for sure. Now, what about this? Only Lisa and Rodrigo not up for eviction this week. What do you make of it all?
I know, I was shocked.
Everybody.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it when I heard it, but good idea.
What do you think's going to happen? Who's going to go then tomorrow?
Maybe Kenny.
Right, OK. Yeah. Would you like to see him out?
Aye, can it?
Right, OK, we're gonna go into Kenny in a minute. What about B? Obviously, she's kind of at the middle of it all, and she's having a rut with Kenny at the moment, and they feel maybe she let her down a little bit. Do you think that's going to be to her detriment?
I like B. I really, really like her. And it was a group effort, so they all have to do it as a group, so they shouldn't just target B.
Right, OK.
Understand
Now,
that.
we're going to talk about Kenny. Obviously, you've been scrutinising his behaviour. We've got some exclusive footage for you guys. It's not really that kind of ooh. It's more ooh. It's that kind of yes, exactly. Let's have a look at this.
We were outside. The problem would have been sorted.
You what?
If we were outside, the problem would have been sorted.
The being made out was like, see, this wouldn't happen on the outside. I would get someone else to deal with this problem for me. Yes, you're the problem, and this wouldn't happen on the outside because you would pay someone else to deal with it for him. No, her.
What?
B. Big Brother would like to reassure you that Big Brother does not tolerate threatening behaviour in the Big Brother house. And housemates' welfare is of utmost importance to Big Brother.
I've never said anything directly to you, but what I'm saying directly to you now, I really do apologise, or if anything was misconstrued, but do you understand what I was saying? In the outside, it wouldn't even have got to that.
I really would just like to leave it, and, you know, I do feel threatened by you.
Do you understand how using language such as you did could easily intimidate and offend housemates, whether directly or indirectly?
Yes, I do.
Kenneth, if you cannot agree to live by the rules, Big Brother will take further action.
I understand.
Now, I can confirm that Kenneth did receive an official warning from Big Brother after the incident and will continue to monitor his behaviour throughout. Carly, what on earth do you make of that, then?
I think it's disgusting me.
Yeah.
I disagree with his behaviour. I'm all for respect for women and stuff like that, and to see him act like that on TV, I'm so shocked, because normally he isn't like that.
Is this the Kenny you know, then? Obviously
no,
not.
he's dead sweet with me, and then to see him on TV being like this is a shock to me, but I won't defend him. It's up to him to defend himself. I won't defend him in this.
Okay. Do you think there's just an element of him just playing up just because he's on television and he wants to give it the big one?
It could be that, but if he was clever, then he wouldn't act.
Be the way to
he wouldn't act
deal
like
with
that. Yeah.
I know. I mean, he said he lives a very kind of isolated life. He's got a lot of security around him a lot of the time. Is that the case?
That is true. There is security around him, but for me, it's
bodyguards
not...
or?
Yeah, security, but it's not something that you should boast about. For me, I wouldn't boast about that. It's not important to me,
So
but obviously it's important to him.
Why has he got bodyguards?
He just feels like he doesn't want people pestering him or whatever. But if he feels
Does
he needs to boast,
anybody ever pester you when you're out for a night out with him?
No, I'm too busy dancing on the tables, me.
Right, OK. I mean, has he got... Is he slightly deluded, perhaps?
I don't know what's going on, me. I really don't know, but it is true. But if he feels the need to boast, then that's up to him.
And what about the whole thing with the girls? Because he's starting to make your pal Dogface feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I mean, not even in a particularly subtle way. He's being quite outlandish about the way he's flirting with her.
Wait till I see him
But I mean, genuinely, you seem. I don't know, but it seems to me that you're kind of saying, "Wait till I see him. I'm going to give him a hard time." Surely there must be a little bit of you. You know what? I don't need to see you. I don't want to see you. I can't believe you're behaving like that. I mean, your pal Charlie was saying, "I would dump you in a heartbeat," basically.
Yeah. I mean, I went in the house with a boyfriend. I've came out with a boyfriend, and I'll speak about it to him when I get out, basically, and just see what he's got to say for himself.
And I mean, obviously, the fact that you know you've been in the house for the last or whatever it is, the last 4 or 5 weeks. Did he not think maybe there is a chance you might have just watched it when you came out, seeing as he's in there?
Exactly.
I mean, what on earth is he doing?
Gosh, I'm going to watch it. I love watching it at night. But well, he's the damage is done, and I will speak to him when he comes out. But just need to wait and see.
Right. Okay. And what about all these new housemates? Then what do you think to the dynamic of those guys?
I like them.
Yeah?
I really like them. B's my favourite.
Right.
I like B and David's. I like them all. I would have loved to have stayed, but I'm glad I went.
Get to know a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, OK. And what do you think it would be like? I mean, do you think Kenny would be a very different person if you were in there?
Definitely. He wouldn't have acted like that. That's why I'm so shocked. But obviously he can explain his behaviour when he comes out. It's not up to me to explain.
We've got Grace in the audience. Grace Dent, what do you think of Kenny's behaviour?
I think you need to dump him really quickly.
She's not even an agony
You just need to dump him. I don't even bother to turn up to see him. Honestly, don't speak to him ever again. Do you want me to dump him for you?
I think he'll go on Friday.
Right, OK. This is upsetting you, obviously, a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's upsetting to watch, but at the end of the day, you have to just let it go and get on with life, and I'm just enjoying things. And I'm outside, I'm just enjoying myself.
Good. And what about Noreen and her new hunk? What do you make of all of that?
Oh.
Because genuinely, he's been in there, 2 or 3 days now, and I've not seen him with his shirt on once. Not once. He is loving it in there.
She needs to push Marcus to one side and get in with Tom.
Really? Do you think she's going to do that, though, or not?
She needs to. She needs to just get claws in there.
Do you not think Marcus... Well, the problem is Marcus is keeping his claws in there and he will not let her go.
Ugh.
Do you miss him? Do you miss him?
I miss him so much. Not.
Really? Right, OK.
Not.
Is there anything about the house that you're missing? Is there anything you're thinking, oh, God, you know, when you're watching it, you're thinking, oh, I wish I was in on that?
I miss Charlie and Dogface. I really miss those two. I really like them. I do miss them.
All right, well, listen...
And the bus stop.
You mean the bus stop? You probably find yourself just sitting at bus stops randomly smoking, just looking around. Where are they? It's a nightmare. Carly, been super brave, darling. Thank you very much. Give her a big round of applause. Fear not, everybody. Carly is sticking around. We're also going to be offering you the chance to go into the Big Brother house tomorrow and get this, go on a date with a current housemate. How about that? Huh? All that and a whole lot more. We will see you then. Oh, yeah. Hello. Welcome back to BBLB. It's 6:15. I think we've got some breaking news, everybody. What, we got a clip for you? Rodrigo doing bad dancing. You should be. Have a look. Oh, I love that pose. What a great thrust. Now, before the break, I told you that Big Brother is looking for a viewer to enter the house tomorrow and take part in a task. How can I do this? Give me answers. I hear you cry. Give me Web Watcher Joe Coffey, everybody. How are you doing? All right?
Yeah, good.
Lovely
Very
to see
exciting, you too.
What is happening in the virtual world? Has it gone crazy with the new housemate?
It certainly has. It's gone more than crazy.
What is more than crazy?
Well, it takes it a whole new level. I mean, a lot of people were discussing the new housemates,
Another
what they're
level.
like.
Dame
Another
Bowers,
level.
you say. Fantastic.
Another boy band level, and
Yeah.
it goes to extreme as well.
More
They're
than
saying,
words?
much more than words,
Yeah.
George. Much more than
These
words.
are just musical references. by
Very
the way,
good
everybody.
ones
Yeah,
as
they are
well.
really
Very good ones, yeah. Well, a lot of people were saying, like, just talking about the housemates and stuff and what, you know, what they're like. We weren't happy with that.
OK.
We were not.
Well,
we
you
wanted to
polls.
know. We wanted polls. We wanted 2 of them. And we wanted the first one to say who is hot and who is not.
Bam! Have some of that. Right, let's have a look at the who's hot, who's not
Who's
poll.
hot? You see,
Right,
who's...
what do we think? Who's going to be the hottest, guys? B, we think. B? Let's reveal.
74%.
Bang. 74.
There
we like
she goes.
that. Okay.
74% hot.
What about
second
Tom?
hottest. Second hottest.
Ladies, do we like Tom, or is it all a bit too much? Bit too much, you say? Bit too much. Don't like that kind of physique.
A bit ripply. And, sorry, Carly, who is not... That's
Kenny?
it.
Oh, not a popular man.
Not a popular man, not a nice man.
Right, OK.
We didn't want to stop there, George.
No, OK.
We like our polls
Another
in virtual
poll,
world. Yeah,
you
yeah,
say?
we've always got time for one more. And we decided to ask everyone on the internet, absolutely everyone, who they thought was the most manipulative housemate.
I know that. I know where we're going to go with this. That's got Kenny written all over it, doesn't it?
Well, the most manipulative housemate is, of course, Kenny.
Yeah.
He came out with 58%.
I can't see that anybody would think her as manipulative. She has no idea what is going on. Does anybody even... I mean, like, she's absolutely clueless. It's unbelievable.
Well, only 6% thinks that she's got a game plan, and also people like B. People seem to be on B's
she's
side.
a nice lady. She's a nice lady.
Tom, 15% game plan. B's manipulative, 15%.
He's a smart cookie.
He's up there. He's up there.
I want to talk to you about this whole thing about going into the house. What on earth is this?
Yay! Really exciting. So tomorrow, a person at home will get the chance to date one of the housemates.
Get out of town. How about that, guys? Huh?
How about it, indeed? How about it? And that housemate... Today, as part of the Greek task, B became Aphrodite, who, of course, is the goddess of love.
Goddess of love, right, OK, yeah.
And she made a plea in the diary room for a date.
I think we've got the plea for you. Have a look at the plea, guys. Look at the plea.
My name is Aphrodite, and I am looking for true love with somebody who is an articulate, well-read, interesting, caring, considerate bohemian prince who's got a little bit of stubble, but not too long, and nice long hair that's not too long either. Probably about to here would be great.
OK, so if I've got hair to about here and a little bit of stubble, but not too much...
Not too much.
And
She asked for Jesus hair as well.
OK, if I've got Jesus hair and the beard, but she's looking for Jesus, essentially, and I fancy going into the house, how do I get involved?
Well, if you do fancy going into the house tomorrow, you need to go to...
Hello! Huh?
It's like an answer from above.
Love to. He's going to get involved. That's it. Don't bother applying at home, everybody. We've got the man for B. We've nailed it. We have nailed it.
Yeah, but if you want to start a bit of competition against the good fellow, go to the website, basically, and watch the videos, see if you've got meet the criteria, if you look more like Jesus than that guy there. And if you do, apply online.
Joe Coffey, everybody, give her a big round of applause. Thank you. Now, by pure coincidence, we set up Shri on a date yesterday. We saw Shri picking Ria up from our three lucky hopefuls. Was it the night of her life, or did things go dire for Ria?
I'm here. Yesterday I picked a girl for date. Who knows what's gonna happen next minute? So, but no comments.
You're right.
Good to see you today.
Nice to see you too.
Oh,
thank you. How you been?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can we have a glass of orange juice with ice, please?
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
It's coming right now. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Do you like dancing? What kind of dancing you do?
So you're going to have like an arranged marriage?
I'll talk with your mom and dad and they'll let you know. Is it your legs?
Sorry. I thought you might pick Laura, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you'd pick Laura.
Yeah, I know, she's fit.
I know.
Yeah, but...
That's why.
I think Shri is just really a great guy.
I'm gonna call her in a minute, don't worry. This jumper I wear for Noreen in the house.
Oh, really?
When I express my feelings to her, I wear this jumper.
Oh, was this the famous jumper you wore?
Yeah, this is the jumper I wear, and I wear today. Maybe it works or not.
Never know. Who knows?
Exactly.
Okay. I'll keep in contact. Yeah? We'll
Definitely.
see you later.
Take it easy. Good luck, yeah?
Good luck.
Good luck, take it easy.
that went well then. Now, on last night's show, we saw the house has been split with paranoia, double crosses, treachery, femme fatales. It's just like the Cold War's restarted. Only one man has the objective military precision to make sense of it all. It's our man of prey, Mike Hawke. Mike? Mike? Just about kind of took me off my feet there. That's incredible. Mike, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has got incredible boots on. Can I see your boots, please? Yeah. Look at these boots. What are these boots for? You don't even know what they're for yet. You don't know what they're for yet. Where are the laces?
These right here are amphibious assault boots, so I can slip in the boats real nice and easy like.
So if you're trying to scale a boat, if you're trying to attack a boat...
That's it.
Mike Hawke doesn't mess around, everybody, all right? They're the kind of boots we want on this show. Now, it's the first week for our new arrivals. Initially, all love and harmony, right? Noreen jumping into bed with Tom, Dom jumping into bed with Dogface, and Halfwit has found a soulmate in beer. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it, everybody, right? Is this normal behaviour? You get two groups out there in the field, they meet, they jump into bed together?
Well, when it comes to the troops, it's all about love and war. So they're either fighting or they're scrogging. And the scrogging's a lot more fun.
Right, I don't really know what scrogging is, but we will leave that there. Marcus, he's not been getting much scrogging going on in the house, OK? He is not happy about it. Have a little look at this.
He's coming and he's pissing on all of the things to try and get, you know, like pissing on his territory, like what a dog does. If a dog goes in another dog's house, it just starts pissing everywhere, so it's got its scent everywhere.
Do humans really mark their territories by having a little...
Well, when the stakes are high or their position is weak, folks can get a bit primitive.
Really? Does Mike Hawke ever, if he's on the back foot, have a little whittle around just so everybody knows what time it is?
Well, the first
With his
rule...
funny boots on?
Yeah, the first rule of guerrilla warfare is you never hold any ground, so there's no need for patch peeing.
Right, patch peeing. See, you've got some terminology for it. Right, now, I have 3 urine samples, ladies and gentlemen. They're slightly warm, and I find that a little bit weird. Marcus, Tom and Lisa, everybody. Mike... Urine for a treat?
Yeah, man, a little urine pick-me-up.
Isn't it? You're right there, Gracie. What's wrong, babe? Huh? Just you put one of these in at the doctor's. I know you have from time to time. Right, OK, now have a look at this. The colour looks good to me. You like the colour?
Good colour.
Oh, it's got a nice nose on it. That's got
nice
a nice
aroma.
Nose. Yeah. Don't worry, it's apple juice. It's very warm.
George, after rehearsal, we swapped that for the real deal.
What? Oh, that's straight up nasty. Oh, man, I feel sick. Right. Oh, OK. Anyway, all the new guys in the house, they know there's a big divide going on. Let's have a little look. Can I get some water? Can I have some water?
The way the dynamic of the group has changed a little bit today.
Yeah, big star.
See, the older group have gone off into their corner a little bit more.
Marcus, Noreen,
and they've been a little bit less accepting of us.
Very much so.
And they've been a little more you can see that whispering going on.
Yeah, Noreen and Marcus and Sophie today.
Because we're all like, yeah, do you want a bit of bread? Take it. And they're all like, what's going on? They don't quite trust us.
Right, they've got quite a challenge ahead of them trying to integrate with the rest of the group. If Mike Hawke is leading them in, how do you deal with the situation?
Well, the key to the spy game is hearts and minds. So they got to have the heart to play the mind game. So the first thing I would do is rally the troops and get their commitment to either play the game out, win or lose, or stay out the game and don't compromise the mission.
I never really understand what Mike Hawke says, but I love it. I love every moment of it. And I think your voice is so good and you seem so serious and you've got these great boots and I just think, you know what? Yes to whatever it is you said. What about Kenneth? He keeps offering everybody cash. Do you ever have to pay the enemies off?
Sometimes you do.
Really? OK.
That's fact.
So do you think Lisa should accept the sports car and all the rest of it that he's promising?
Yeah, I'd let him buy me anything he wants, and then at the end of the day, I'd do what I want.
I like your style. What about... you know what? I think that's pretty much it, Mike Hawke. Thank you so much. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Still to come, the housemates get their half-term reports, plus we give a big hello to Zoe Salmon. Do hello. Hello! Yeah, up in the camera runs. Wouldn't do the funny voice. We'll see you in 3.
Brian! Brian!
Woo!
You piece of work.
Look.
Get off my knicker. Get off! Brian! Get off!
Welcome back to BBLB. It's day 48. The time is 6:31. Hello, Zoe in the camera runs.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you? What's happening?
Well, it's all gone very, very quick round here. Basically, I've just seen Rodrigo, and do you know what? They all look so Greek. They're doing it so well, I can't even tell who's with Rodrigo. I think it's Charlie. They're basically impersonating Stavros Flatley. They've been rehearsing, and they're just sat there looking through the DVD.
What an amazing task. So who do we think that is down there? Rodrigo and someone else?
Rodrigo and Charlie.
And Charlie, right.
So basically, they're going to be performing any
second. So that's what that terrible dancing we saw Rodrigo doing earlier in the Breaking News was.
It's quite good, I think, compared to Stavros Flatley. They could be the next big
Don't worry about that. There'll never be another Stavros Flatley. Don't worry about that. So what else is happening? Can you see anything else, babe?
Yeah, well, there's a kebab shop.
Yeah, do you fancy one?
Well, actually, yeah, I would. I think they might do.
You dirtbag. The old donner at the end of the night, that can't be good for you.
So basically, there's another dude in there selling kebabs.
Who's in there? Lisa's in there?
Yeah, Lisa is in there.
She looks like one of the Chuckle brothers.
Yeah, they all look a bit Chuckle
Nice one, Zoe. We'll see you in a bit, Princess. Thank you, darling. Now, when Chris left the house, we thought he looked like he needed a holiday, didn't he, old Chris, right? So we put him up in a beautiful, stately home with Lee Kern to forget his big brother stresses. What we forgot to tell him was it's occupied by Halfwit's family.
So, Chris, I've brought you to Freddie's estate. They say that you can't criticise a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes.
That's what they say?
Which is why today we're going to walk in the footsteps of a half-wit. You nervous?
I'm a little bit nervous, but...
No, I would be too. Come on, let's do it.
Hello there. How are you doing? Very nice to meet you. You all right?
Good to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? You all right?
Yeah.
Beautiful house.
Thank you, Chris.
I've never been to anything like this in my life, honest to God.
I'm sensing immediately there's no sort of hard feelings or animosity towards Chris.
Obviously, you had your moments. But
yeah. It's a shame. I did have moments, but it's just a shame that the ones that got shown on TV were the ones where I was frustrated with him, and obviously vice versa. So it's a shame.
So our aim today was to try and let Chris get a taste of what it's like to live the life of half-wit.
That's a very good plan.
Thanks very much. You feeling that?
This is the hall. And come with me, if you will. This room will date back about 1,000 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Chris, would you like to see Halfwit's bedroom?
I would. Actually, yeah, with the magic happens. Look at in there. Brilliant.
What are you thinking, Chris?
Typical lad's bedroom, just a bit bigger. That's all. And a settee in there.
You look good in that.
I feel like I'm a lock stock.
Let's go find a steed. Let's go Tesco's, get something. Come on, horse, show me what they've got. Come on, pull yourself a horse for better rides on a ferret.
That was good, I enjoyed that.
Ravi, as Halfwit's closest companion and friend, is there anything you'd like to ask Chris?
It just seemed like, you know, there are times when he'd talk to you and you just tell him basically to shut up and walk away.
Instead of just having a full-blown argument, which I didn't want to do,
You just
stopped it and removed myself from the room and stuff and things
God,
like that.
we're spinning round it. We're going to hit
We're going to crash.
I found land! So, guys, thanks for having us. I've filled my pockets with candlesticks and silverware. I hope you don't mind. That's
Spend
good.
it wisely.
Yeah, and I hope it's been nice for you to meet Chris, and hope he and Halfwit become the best of friends.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Drive safely.
Okay.
What a peg! Now, joining me, a woman who is so concerned about Marcus's behaviour, she's vowed to call Crime Watch every month from now on to give his name for pretty much everything. It's journalist Grace Dent, everybody.
Hello. That was quite mean, wasn't it? I am quite mean.
How amazing was that pad?
Oh, yeah, he's obviously got money.
He's really living and breathing it.
I believe he's got money. I actually believe he's got money.
He genuinely does.
Unlike some people in the house.
Right, OK. Oh, we're having a little dig at Kenny there.
Oh, you know, I've just had a good talk to Carly.
Yeah.
She's been very understanding about him.
I know.
What a beautiful girl. You are so beautiful. And you deserve so much better than that him. Get yourself down to London and get yourself someone nice.
You know what? I think that's probably on the cards anyway, to be honest with you. Gracie, give him a big slap round the head for you anyway.
I want to kick his butt.
All right, now describe the show for me in 3 words. We are halfway through.
3 words.
Sum it up, OK?
Intense, hilarious, infuriating.
Really?
Yeah, ever since he turned up.
Right, OK, and now you're going to talk us through your favourite 5 bits, yeah?
My
the top 5. In at number 5, ladies and gentlemen, of the entire series, we have Marcus and the green Brillo pad. Have a little look at this.
Yeah.
Lordy Lord, what the hell's going on there?
Exfoliation is the key to how beautiful he is.
Really? Is that it? That's where we're all going wrong?
That's where we're going wrong.
We want to get up to the kitchen sink.
To give it a good
Get the old Brillos out.
We don't know where he put the green pad afterwards.
Where did he put... Carly, where did he put the green pad?
I'm a little worried about that.
Where did it go? Carly's now thinking I've done the washing up with that. That's so rank. Did you have a blast on that as well, Carly? The old green Brillo on the back? No? Right, OK. In at number 4, we've got Freddie's Shakespearean rant. I love this one. Have a look.
Siavash said it, and I have no reason to doubt his honesty whatsoever.
Do you have reason
and
to
I
doubt
have every reason to doubt your honesty.
Huh? You loved that, Carly, didn't you?
Aye.
It was brilliant, was it? All of a sudden, he just turned into an actor halfway through. He was giving this big monologue. It was fantastic.
Oh, he's awful. I was like, get off your stage. I feel so bad for that.
Right.
I feel bad for that.
Why do you love that one so much?
I just think it's because he managed to be so calm for the first kind of 27 days, and then it just all came out, and suddenly he was like Prince Hal in Henry IV Part 1, and I love that. I love the fact that he's got it in him to be able to say all that. I love him.
I like Halfway a lot, I've got to tell you, actually.
Yeah, you do. You've got to love him. He's full of love. He hasn't got a bad bone in him.
I think
that's a good thing.
Right. That is a good thing.
Yeah.
Love can do good things.
Yeah.
How profound of me, yeah? Stick with us, more of that. 6 o'clock every night on E4. Philosophy with George Lamb. Right, now, next up, our third favourite tip, it's Lisa. Lisa's face, well, all their faces when Chris is getting booted
You've got to watch Lisa's eyes when she realises that Chris is going.
Chris!
He genuinely looks like he was going to throw up at that bit. I loved it. He kind of went, right.
I don't need to say anything, it's just that.
It was too good. Carly, were you gutted when he went as well?
I'm really sorry.
I like Chris. I always got it.
Chris was putting it on you a little bit in the house.
I'm oblivious to this.
Well, listen, I know I saw him slap your tush, and I saw you look at him, and he looked at you, and you weren't oblivious to it. It was going down. You can deny it if you want, but it was going down.
It's the fact that he did not think for a moment that he was going, and that was the start of the crack in that little clique.
Right,
it was beautiful.
That's it, it's broken now.
Yep.
You did not like Chris, did you? Or she was scathing. Right,
I
next
really
up,
did not like
we got Marcus on the recorder. One of my favourites too, actually. Have a blast on this.
That's right, no, but answer.
The thing about tasks of Marcus is that he always goes around everybody and makes sure he literally shouts at them. They need to give 110%. That was green sleeves, apparently.
It was so bad. So bad. The irony of it all. However, it's not number 1, is it?
Not number 1. Number 1 is Siavash, and...
This is from the first 48 hours, but it's brilliant. Have a little look at this.
OK. Sorry.
Clips that people keep saying to me is their number 1 favourite, and I just had to put that at number 1. Fashion hurts.
But that was the edited version as well, because that went on for about 5 minutes. He kept on trying to back onto the chair, and then he'd buckle off again, and then...
You could hear Big Brother laughing a bit.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. But no, I know, because he's usually got such style and elegance, and just him kind of lying on his back. That really hurt, though. Did you hear the dunch when he hit his head?
He probably whacked himself on there.
Oh,
Quite
anyway,
liked it.
I love him, though. I do love him. Does everybody love Siavash?
A lot of people like Siavash. I've really seen a turnaround with Siavash.
There's something kind of sexy about Siavash.
Oh, watch this space. We'll get Gracie on when he gets booted out, if he gets booted out.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
you never know.
I'll come in for
Gracie,
free.
thank you. Oh, she's coming for free. Right, note that down, producers. Give her a big round of applause, Grace Dent.
Thank you.
Still to come, we'll be grading the housemates' potential in the BBLB half-term reports, plus the lovely Zoe Salmon reveals why she's lost all sympathy for Noreen. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Little Brother. It's 6:45. We've got some breaking news for you. B has gone into the dining room. She is talking about Kenny. Have a little look at this.
I'm going to try and take Kenny under my wing, and I'm going to try to hippie him up a bit. I think that he could do with opening his mind to a more loving way of life. We were talking about actually going to a festival. He did...
Hey, what about that? What a compare! I thought I was looking around for Carly. She's not there. Right, joining me now is a lady who told me the last time she was here that she felt sorry for Noreen. That didn't last long. She's here to tell us why she thinks Noreen is now on thin ice. It's TV presenter Zoe Salmon, everybody. How about that, B? Who's now being this wonderful, compassionate person saying, doesn't matter if he's a bit of an a-hole, and I'm just going to be lovely to him, and I'm going to take him to a festival and all the rest of it.
Oh, gone great has made her just give so much love.
I know, what a sweetheart. How's that task in there? Is it looking good?
Yeah, it's looking good. I do like the look of the kebabs and the Stavros Flatley stuff. Should be entertaining.
Well, I hope they nail it. I want to talk to you about Noreen. Last time you're here, you had a real sisterhood thing. She's Irish, you're Irish.
I know, but, you know, like a typical woman, I have changed my mind, and Noreen is now boring.
Yes, she is.
She is. She's moany, she's boring. Yeah, boring.
Yeah, boring.
See what I did?
Boring.
You see what
That's
I did?
clever. It's very clever.
Very clever. Yes, you shouldn't underestimate the salmon. So yeah, basically, I think she's just a bit moody, a bit annoying, and actually, I don't really like talking about her.
Really? Now she keeps winding Marcus up, and every time she'll sit him down, she tells him off. Then she's sitting all over him again. It's a nightmare. Have a little look at poor old Marcus.
You try to do things like we're a couple, and I try to veer away from the couple scenario and try to push more towards the friend scenario.
She says, I want you to see me as a friend, but then sometimes I think that she doesn't want to see me as a friend. There is times where I think, oh, maybe. It's when I say something to her and I can see it takes her by surprise, and then she's like, oh, well. And then she's like, sort of snaps out of it.
Sort of snaps out of it, sort of doesn't want a bit.
She's a tease. She doesn't know what she wants. One minute, you know, she's telling him, no, there's definitely going to be nothing between us. And then at the 10th birthday party the other night, she's got her naked legs and she's throwing them all over him.
Do you not think that's because she knows he's quite a dominant force in the house and he's actually got her back, so she's kind of stringing him along?
Yeah, it's a bit of the old frenemy thing, isn't it? You know, she knows that he, you know, is like master of the house, and she definitely wants to keep in his good books.
So, I mean, if you could throw any advice into him, what would you say to Marcus, perhaps?
Oh, Marcus is weird because, you know, he does want to come across as being the master of the house, but then he's just like a little lost puppy when it comes to Noreen, and it's just weird. Yeah.
And now he's got another fella who's gone in there and they're kind of vying for her love also, Big Tom. Yeah, do we like Tom?
He's a bit too muscly for me. I don't really like that much beefcake on a man. Yeah, a bit too much for me. Too beefy. I think Tom and Marcus would really be both best without Noreen. I don't really see what the Noreen attraction is. I mean, yeah, she's a pretty girl and, you know, she's all right, but everyone seems to be a bit Noreen obsessed. I don't really get it.
Do we like Noreen, gentlemen?
You say no one likes her. Get her out on Friday. That's what I say, yeah.
What do we think of the new housemates in general?
Oh, they're all right, you know, B's okay. As for Hera, whatever she is, I mean, she's supposed to be a fashionista.
She's so boring.
She's so dull. She gives nothing to the house. She doesn't even give fashion tips. It's more like what not to wear. She's dull. She should go on Friday as well. There should be a double eviction.
And what about David? It's a particularly nice mugshot they've got of David, by the way. I've only just realised that.
It's a nice little smile. He's very cute.
The chin's coming up real nice on that one. It's real nice, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a big chin. Oh, I like David. Actually, he's probably the best out of the lot.
Right,
he's cute.
What do you make of this the whole Kenny gate?
Oh my goodness! Don't even start me. If we had another art of the show, he's a disaster.
Really?
Oh my gosh, he is evil. He's evil. We don't like you. Evict him too. I'm going for triple eviction on Friday.
She wants everyone out of that house. Thank you so much, darling. It's lovely talking to you about everything. What's that I can hear? Oh, hang on. It's only the school bells. That can only mean one thing. It's the BBLB half-term report. Now, we have reached the BBLB halfway mark, and over here in the teacher staff room are our teachers giving their opinions on how the pupils are coping. Is the BBLB head of English, Mr. Dent. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You're looking particularly smart today, sir. We've got the head of music, Mr. Ashworth. How are you doing?
Very well, sir.
Right, you've got a funny voice, Mr. Ashworth. And what about you? It's our head of PE, Mr. Salmon. Hello, Mr. Salmon.
Evening, Mr. Long.
Right, OK, now I want you to talk us through various pupils, this half-term report. First up, I want an opinion on who should be head boy, if you will, please, Mr. Dent.
Definitely Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, you think?
I think he just...
You think he's a good leader?
I think he displays leadership qualities. I think he's intelligent and he's an all-round nice guy.
What do you make of that, Mr. Ashworth? Sorry, Mr. Salmon's going to interject.
Yes, Mr. Dent, may I suggest half-wit?
Yeah, I like the idea of that. People in the audience like that. Mr. Ashworth, I'll leave it with you.
Yes, I would agree with Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, you think? All right, we're going to go with Rodrigo. What about head girl, Mr. Ashworth? What do you think? She's out. She's out now. She can't do that. Mr. Ashworth, what do you think for head girl?
I'd like to suggest B for that one.
B. What do you think to this, other teachers?
I completely agree. B. She's got head girl.
Do we like that? Do we think B would make a good head girl? Charlie can't be a head girl, for God's sake. Well, you know, I suppose he could be, really. Right. Who should be paying more attention? What do we think, Mr. Dent?
Charlie needs to pay more attention. Maybe he might learn something.
Really? OK, do you think that's a fair comment, Mr. Ashworth?
I'm sorry, but I disagree with that statement. I do.
So who do you think should be paying more attention?
Hira. Huh? Yes.
Hira. She hasn't got a clue what's going on. I don't know if that'll do her any favours, even paying more attention. Right. Who is the joker in the pack?
No.
Charlie, what do you think?
I think David is genuinely going to be an incredibly funny person.
Really? We think David, don't know too much about him, Mr. Ashworth. Do you think he's going to do good in music?
Yes, he has potential.
Yeah. Very serious, Mr. Ashworth. I hope you're a bit more fun in your classroom.
Kind of man, you know.
Right, OK. And what about you? Do you think he'd be any good?
At physical education? Perhaps.
Right, OK. All right, well, who do you want, guys? Should we put David? Charlie's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Charlie. Where's Charlie? There he is. Right, OK. Charlie's our joker. Right. New pupils. What do we think to them, guys? We've got David, we've got Tom, we've got Kenny. What's happening with them? Are they any good? I wish I could pick this damn thing up.
I'm very, very impressed with David.
We like David. He can go here.
I've got a very, very bad feeling about Kenneth as a new pupil. Maybe we need to expel him.
Hold on, we've got an expulsion. Really? Do you think, Mr. Ashworth, would you like to see Kenny getting booted out?
He's been a very naughty boy.
He has been a very naughty boy. I mean, would you like it to kind of roll back the clock to maybe 20 years, bit of capital punishment? You know, we hit him with this corporal punishment. Sorry, hit him with a stick.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Expel him. Freudian slip there. Sorry about that. Right. And then what about old Tom?
Expel him, Tom.
Oh no.
Oh. out amongst the pigeons.
I'd quite like him to do a lot of physical education.
Really? I would
Me
have
to
thought
watch
of being the PE teacher, Dr. Salmon, Mr. Salmon.
I'm a doctor and a teacher and a
yeah.
lawyer, everything. OK, then. Yeah, he is good at the PE, he is, but he's rubbish at everything else. Poor at English, poor at maths, poor at science,
Got
but
some
yeah.
great pecs on him, though, and some...
He's only good at
is it?
PE.
Right, OK, all right, well, then he's getting expelled as well, I'm afraid. Now, I want to come over here and talk to the audience if we can. I'll come and sit next to you, Mikey. Bump up. Come on. Right, nominations, guys. Anybody got any views? What do you think's going to happen tomorrow?
Noreen.
Noreen,
Get
really?
Noreen out, yeah.
So you seem pretty confident it should be Noreen?
Noreen, she's bang out of order
Why?
at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, she's played around with everybody's emotions. All Kenneth.
But, or Kenneth, you don't like Kenneth, darling?
Get rid of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because the way he talks about girls and that, it's just not...
So what would you say? What would you say to Carly?
Dump him.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Really?
Go find herself a better bloke. Yeah. She's a pretty girl. She's gorgeous. She loves the money, though.
She likes the cash. She's looking for the cash. Do you like the cash, Carly? Do you like the cash? You've got something to say,
I think Marcus should go. Yeah, definitely. Marcus out. Marcus, definitely. He should have been gone weeks ago.
OK, but what is it about Marcus that you don't like? He's
I don't. He's just his long hair. Right, I mean, what is up with it?
You can't discriminate against people with long hair.
No, I know, but
terrible hair. Maybe you can discriminate against
terrible
that.
long hair. Yeah, he needs to just like trim it up a bit. You know what I mean?
Guys, well, listen, that's all we got time for. We're going to discover who'll face the chop on Friday, guys. Big thank you to all my guests tonight. Join me 6 o'clock tomorrow, and hope to be joined by Keith Harris and Orville. The main show is on Channel 4 tonight at 9 o'clock. And if you want to apply for the housemate day, get yourself on the website, channel4.com/Big Brother. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.